All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running.
Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notification. Come on in the house. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's talk about a few things. Before we get started, I want to thank all you veterans and first responders for all you do and all you continue to do for this country. We would not be where we are today without you. So look, last week I went out on the road. I threw a little video up there just to, tell you guys this was coming, but I went out on the road and I actually shot a little video throughout the whole trip. So this is really an inside look at what goes on. Now watch it to the end, and at the end I'm going to go through the numbers and I'm going to tell you how long I was on the road, the durations and so on and so forth. Put a lot of effort into this video. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Good morning. Well, just letting you know I'm zero dark 30 is what it is. It's dark outside. So just letting you guys know I'm up this morning getting ready to roll to Kansas today. I got to do 2 pickups in South Carolina. Then I'm going to head out to Oklahoma and then Kansas. So I'm going to take you with me. Stand by, guys. All right. So it's been a minute since I've been on the road like this, so it's going to be fun. Let's go see it. Take care. I'll see you in a little bit.
One pair of pants later.
Just real quick, I did the primary pre-trip yesterday. Today, I'm just doing a quick walk around to make sure the lights are working. I checked the brakes yesterday, checked the tires this morning once. So, this is a big deal here. You got to do pre-trips, post-trips, make sure all your stuff's working. Okay, so as you can see, my lights are all good. I checked the tires there a few minutes ago when I walked up to the truck. So you just get in a habit of doing this. Be sure you're doing a good walk around, making sure all is working okay. If you stand back and you drop down and look, you don't see anything under the truck such as leakage. So this is one of the big important things to do every morning when you get in your truck.
1 hour later.
Good morning again. So we did the pre-trip. We got down here to our first pickup, which is a construction site. I don't know exactly what we're picking up. It says some kind of roll cradles going out to Tulsa. But one thing I was thinking about, I normally don't do this from the truck, but as we were thinking about it, or as I was thinking about it coming over here, safety is going to be your number one thing, okay? But then you have to, once you're on the road, you have to get into the time management of it. And the time management should start before you get in the truck. And what I've done is I've laid out all my stops on here. So I've pretty much have it figured out. For here, this place opens up at 8 o'clock. And it's really not an open thing. It's just here. So they expected me at 8. It's now, by the time I backed in here, I got here at 7:45. It's now 7:53. Like I said, it's just a parking lot. So to make a long story short, what I want you to start thinking about is time management skills. This morning when I got up, you saw it was dark. I had my coffee. I'm not rushing. 5:30, I had, that's what time I got up. maybe 5:15, something like that. And but to put you in my mindset, to make my day right, I'm not rushing. So I had to have coffee this morning. I needed to get a shower, just kind of settle into things. So when you get ready to get on the road, these are the kind of things you're going to have to deal with. And you have to basically go out and back your time back, just back into your time. So where we're at today is I got here 15 minutes early, which is great. You don't want to do much more than that, because you have to realize something is that you're working on your clock, and you got to maximize that clock. If you get here 40 minutes early, you just burnt 40 minutes. So once I got here, now I'm waiting on somebody to show up. I go off duty because I'm waiting. So that's that. And I want to save my 70. I'm going to be really cognizant of my 70 this time, because I'm doing this run. This run's set up to go out to Kansas, pick up a parts semi truck, and come back. So because I want to be out and back in this amount of time, I have got to really watch my clock. Now, you're going to be, I don't know if you can really, look, see here, see where I'm at on this little 2-lane road? I hope you can see it. I don't know, but you're going to be put in a lot of situations out here where, you're going to be in tight conditions. You're going to be in less than optimal situations. And the first thing I want to teach you today is, if you're not sure about the situation, you stop. You stop. Don't keep moving, because just like a wedge, you can make the situation worse. So, all right, what I'm looking at today is I'm going to take you with me on this trip. Every little bit, I'm going to pop a video. If I'm going to stop, eat, whatever I'm doing, I'll probably even hit it driving at some point, so that you guys can see that. But other than that, guys, this is where we're at. I'm actually sitting here waiting on somebody to come load me now. And this is a big part of it. And things you got to realize that what I'm doing now is, now that I'm in the truck, I'm setting everything up. I'm going over the rate confirmations. I'm going over any kind of special instructions they give me. And I'm just on the hold right now until they load me. All right, we will see you in a few minutes. Talk to you next time, guys. Bye.
15 minutes later.
As far as you can get it.
These are going to fold out.
Okay. Set it down and see what it looks like that way. Yeah, you got probably another foot. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
A few moments later. Twenty minutes later.
What happens when you don't tie your things down correctly?
298 frozen patties later.
All right, guys, so we got the second load on, which is these light stands. They're all on here and getting ready to head toward Tulsa, Oklahoma, so these boys can work at night. So instead of pulling out 20-foot chains for this, I pulled 2 cheater chains that I've got. They're 3 feet long with hooks on it, and then ran them like that. I know this is fast, but I'm running. So see you next time.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so 40 miles. I come to a stoplight and a truck stop here. So I grabbed something to drink real quick. I'm gonna check my tires, make sure this thing is still okay. How you doing, brother? That's right. So the big deal is just to make sure, you know, I tell guys that
in 1,000 feet, use any lane to turn right onto the I-85 South ramp.
A ride where they want to ride and how they want to ride. So long story short, after about 40 miles, I go ahead and stop and make sure that everything's still tight.
3 hours later.
All right, so on the road, you're gonna have times where you gotta make the best out of a not so great situation. So the situation is this: we've got a traffic jam up there. It looks like some kind of wreck. We're on the west side of Knoxville. So there was a Flying J here, so I went ahead. I'm gonna pull in. I'm taking a 30-minute break here. While that clears up, I'm gonna go ahead and fuel and get a little bit of diff, and then get on the road. So I went ahead and checked all my straps out. They're all still good. So yeah, making the best, what do they call it, making chicken salad out of chicken shit. All right, so let me get this thing fueled up. Bye. Talk to you in a minute.
15 minutes later.
Okay, so went ahead, fueled, went to the bathroom, got diff. So now I just pulled up. I'm sitting here. It's 15 minutes I need to wait. While I'm waiting, I'm going to eat my food, and hopefully some of that crash out there has taken off. I'll go back on duty and get ready to roll again. So remember, you want to use anything that's a detriment to you. You want to try to figure out how to use it to your advantage. In this case, I had to take a 30-minute break. I didn't have enough just to run out my clock. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 30-minute break here while the traffic's all stuck. I'm going to eat and, you know, just take a break and relax.
Many hours later.
All right, guys, I'm done for the night, settling in. I'm 100 miles outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Got a little Holiday Inn thing here. It's not bad. I think it was $80, $100 with tax. Yeah, so 0430 is Reveille. Stand by to stand by. I'm gonna grab a shower, relax a little bit, go to bed. See you in the morning. Maybe.
A Approximately 10 hours later.
Good morning. So, got up at 4:30. It's a few minutes now till 5. I'm showered, ready to head out the door. Just waiting on my clock to hit. Go get some coffee and get on the road. I will talk to you shortly. All right. See you in a minute.
346 minutes later.
All right, guys. I'm making this actually running a little bit. I wanted to touch base with you and just say, look, I'm not going to have a lot of time to talk today. I will be going live tonight, Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock, every Wednesday. But real quick, I've already been in contact with the first stop. My time frame right now, no hiccups. It looks like I can get to my second stop, which I just talked to Jesse, and Jesse told me that, hey, I'll wait on you. And I said, hey, you're the man. So that's where I'm going to be running out of time. It's like Davis, North Carolina, Davis, Oklahoma. So that's where I'll be laying up for the night, then getting up early in the morning. I'll do the live tonight, get up early in the morning, and go up into Kansas to pick up that truck body. But just so you know, been running hard all day. It's more of a expedited run out here to get that truck off that yard. That was the main concern. So I'm not really doing any quick fuel, any searching around for the best fuel. I'm just having to take it where I can get it. Look, gonna have a good one tonight. Hope this gets uploaded. I don't know that it will, but we got storm chasers out here everywhere, and it looks pretty kind of sinister. So I don't know what we're about to get into, but we'll figure it out. It's a great thing about this job. You never know. All right, I'm out. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
One eternity later.
Just gonna have to watch that light when he comes up with it. I'm getting all thinking I'm done. I didn't put any kind of buckles away.
Three hours later. The next day.
Good morning. Well, we're on day 3. I am empty. I got emptied last night with no minutes to spare. So did good on that. I did 600 and right at 690 miles yesterday. I'm running empty now to Kansas. There we go. Running empty now to Kansas to pick up that truck, and then I'll be heading back. A lot of hell, hate, and discontent went on last night with this storm. Evidently 2 people were killed just north of us. Doesn't look like we had anything here, so got to be thankful for what you get. Thank you, Jesus. Have a good day. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
1,000 years later.
Okay, so I'm sitting here waiting to get fuel. I think this is the smallest loves I've ever been in my life. I think it's got 2 fuel aisles, and there's 4 trucks in front of me, so I thought I'd take a minute. All right, so I'm going to pick up this truck up in Kansas. I'm 3 hours away. I've made contact this morning with the shipper. Good old guy, he's ready to go. I told him what my ETA was, and he said he'd have everything ready for me to go. So just so you know, the communication in this business is key, and making sure, you know, that the receiver last night was going to be there. That worked out. Calling ahead this morning, making sure they're going to be there. That worked out. So again, communication, guys, it's everything.
Meanwhile, later.
Hey guys, so some of this stuff you're going to find out here in the Midwest. You'll be on a paved road, take a left, and you're pretty much done. You're out here on this dirt road, and if you try to run on this stuff fast, you're going to tear up your equipment. So just FYI, this is stuff that you're going to see, and it's very prevalent out here. All right, I am picking up the big truck here in a minute.
A few moments later.
Guys, yes sir, we are loaded. As you can see, we got the tanks. This came in multiple pieces, so I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me with all the wind, but the cab is a little concerning because it is not exactly connected, but we did strap it down, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We got all 4 corners strapped. She took up basically the whole trailer. So I am on my way to the house, and we will see you mañana.
Many hours later.
Good morning. So I spent the night at Travis and Teresa's. Appreciate the overnight. It was awesome. We went out to dinner, had a good time. So we ate some Mexican, and the Mexican didn't like me at all. So it sort of gave me heartburn all night, and I didn't get any rest. So I'm going down the road today, and just so you understand, I hit a wall as I'm tired. Coffee didn't work, ice water didn't work. So at that point, I decided that I was probably not safe to drive. So I've pulled over here to Love's. You know, you always want to make sure if you're going to take a break, try to do it where they have facilities. So I pulled over here to Love's real quick, and I'm going to take a break. I'm going to try to take a power nap and see if it works for me, and then we'll go from there. But if you're tired, you are not safe. Okay, remember that. If you get to the point to where you've hit a wall, then you're not safe. And I didn't feel as though I was safe, so I pulled over. I'm going to take a power nap. See you next time.
1 hour later.
All right. Hey, so there it is. I pulled an hour nap. I feel much better. I feel more alert, more vibrant. I'm getting ready to roll out of here. We ran in, used the restroom, grabbed a cup of coffee, and now I'm ready to put in some miles. So let's make it happen, Captain. All right, we'll see you.
This world is so evil, it's changing my nature. Still I'm so appalled, you thought I couldn't get at you. Oh, it's looking bleak, there's blood in the streets. Oh, a treat for the freaks, defeating the beast. Oh, it's been weeks, at least there's moments of peace. Oh, increase the heat, I wanna watch it burn, burn. Come on.
2 days later. A little longer than a few minutes later. The next day.
Okay, so there you have it, an inside look of what it takes. I left on the 18th and I come back on the 22nd. So I was out 5 days. Now, we're going to crunch a little numbers here. So on day one, on the 18th, I was on duty and in some form or fashion working for 2 hours and 21 minutes. In that time, I drove 538 miles and 2 pickups, okay? All right, on day 2, if you go back and you look through that, I was pushing hard to get this stuff off. The situation was the owner or the person who bought the truck, the person who was selling the truck had to get it off their property, and that was the rush. So I really didn't have a lot of time to search for the best gas prices. I was hitting truck stops all the way out, which goes against all my teachings, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So on the on the hours for day 2, I was on duty driving 13 hours and 12 minutes. And that gave me 694 miles. That's what I drove. On the third day, if you remember, on the third day was a short day because one, I drove to Kansas, picked up the truck. That took a little while to get that thing strapped down. Then I stopped at Travis and Teresa's and spent the evening. So I worked a total of 10 hours that day, even though it was a short day, but I drove 397, okay? Almost 398 miles. Now, on the fourth day, I was on duty 11 hours and 41 minutes. And in that time, I drove 586 miles. So this is just travel time between, you know, getting the truck picked up and getting it off. Now the last day, I was on duty 11 hours and 47 minutes, and I drove 550 and a half miles, 550 miles. So that's what I ended up doing in those 5 days. So we're going to do the math here in a minute. And if you go down through it and you add them all together, you'll see that there was a lot of hours spent in 5 days. So that's something you need to look at. And the other thing you need, and we will add up here in a second, is fuel. The total run was $5,000. Okay, I spent this much in fuel, and here is the gross. So now, if this had been a week, or if this had been more than a week, of course, there would have been a lot more money added in on that, but I was just going out and back. So I hope you guys get a better understanding as to what is Hotshot, or what Hotshot is all about. Again, you're not going to get rich, but you can make a good living for your family. So thank everybody for watching and continue to support us. Go over to Patreon and check out that. There you can literally, I can help you with things one-on-one. So check that out. But if you guys need me, please reach out, and I'll do what I can to help you. Have a blessed day. Have a great week. Love your family. Talk to you soon.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.